I can guarantee that you won't know every Easter egg in this video. Don't agree? Take a look and find out. We'll be going in order from the Easter eggs that you're most likely to know up to the ones you probably didn't know exist. Starting off with an Easter egg I'm sure every Valorant player knows. At least everyone who played before one of the best maps got removed. The 3 breakable snowmen on Icebox, which can be found here, here, and here. Next is a little more obscure, but still one that I'm sure you all know about. The Candy Cane Dagger. After hitting this melee against the wall for a short while, you'll be rewarded with this deadly spike. Is it really worth buying the knife for though? Now for one of the longest running Easter eggs in Valorant. But before that, we just hit 50,000 subscribers. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you. If you're not already subscribed, then make sure you do to join the 100k club. Now back to the video. These are what I like to call the tactical fight plushies. There are way too many to show every single one, so I'll just go through some of my favorites on each map. Oh, this one got stood up. There's some extra details with these little plushies that 100% of you don't know about, but we'll go into that later. Back to knives. This is a more recent one. The Black Market Knife. Some players have reported that it can take up to 300 rounds to get a glimpse of this. I'm talking about the red and blue fades. Even if you own this knife, it's very unlikely you'll use it enough to see both variants. This is another recent one, but I thought it was cool enough to make the list. The Champions 2023 Vandal. If you were quick enough to get this limited skin before it left the store forever, you're in for a treat. If you're the last player standing, you may notice that the VCT logo just below the scope is pulsing. This is supposedly to simulate how the player's heart beats in the solo clutch situation. Now head up to A Heaven on Haven and you'll be greeted with this sniper case and a bottle of something. Do these look familiar? If they do, then you're probably a TF2 player. These items are a reference to Sniper and his Girardi weapon, which reveals enemy spies after getting doused in this suspicious liquid. Moving on to some League of Legends references. Now, this segment won't be long, just stay with me here. Firstly, we'll look at some of the more well-known ones. Did you know that on Split and Breeze, you can find a few scuttlebugs from League? Oh, they're so cute, oh god. In collaboration with League of Legends, Valorant released 2 very well-known skin bundles based around the return of Viego and his opposition, the Sentinels of Light. These are, fittingly, the Sentinels of Light and Ruination bundles. Additionally, while having the Blade of the Ruin King equipped, you'll be granted with Viego's wedding ring, which fits well alongside the melee. And lastly for the League of Legends segment are some map details that can be found on Ascent and Pearl. Respectively, these are the benches depicting Tahm Kench and Pyke's sword painted on a wall. Now that we're done with League, let's get into the gun buddies of Valorant. I think most of you know that some gun buddies react to their gun variant counterparts, such as the Oni and Reaver buddies. But did you know that some agent weapons have influence on gun buddies? At tier 47 in the episode 2 Act 3 Battle Pass, players were rewarded with an octopus gun buddy. When paired with Omen's tier 10 contract skin, this octopus would change to match Omen's color palette. Is this hinting at some deeper Omen lore? Not just that, but at tiers 6, 9, and 10 of KO's Agent Contract, you unlock a matching gun buddy and classic skin, as well as the memory log player card. Pairing all 3 of these with Brimstone will open up the gun buddy. This could also be some potential KO lore. Onto the more obscure gun buddy Easter eggs. The Neo Frontier buddy has a cool little detail that displays the current match MVP's agent on the wanted poster. Paired with the champion skin's aura, you'd feel unstoppable. The Spectrum buddy also has a cool little detail that you might not have known. It's a clock, and it actually displays your local time. Now for my personal favorite gun buddy Easter egg, the Follow Me gun buddy given to you in the episode 3 Act 2 Battle Pass. This gun buddy will actually point to the plushies hidden around the map. An awesome detail if you're trying to hunt all of these critters down. Credit to Quadwitch on Reddit for this one. And now onto the least known Easter eggs, starting with Yoru's connection to the Oni skins. Did you know that ulting with Yoru while having the Oni 2.0 katana equipped will actually give you a hidden cosmetic? Moving on to a map that recently had its return announced. Going into the formerly known Zed Studio on Breeze, you can find a piece of sheet music resting on a chair. Playing this on any instrument will give you this theme. Let's look at an Easter egg that was only available for a short time earlier this year. You could find Cypher, Fade, and Brim positioned throughout the range. Additionally, Killjoy's alarm bot could be seen scurrying around, but did you know that by placing one of the player's alarm bots, this adorable interaction would play out? Back to some gun skins. The Galleria skins have some pretty artsy designs on them, but did you know that each design has a counterpart within the maps of the game? Prime 2.0 surprisingly has its own Easter egg that involves the color variants. The default has a 2.0 on the side, but each variant has its own version respective to the color you pick. There are voice line Easter eggs? Heading into either the range or a custom match as Sage, reviving herself will give you this voice line that is otherwise unhearable.
So that's what it feels like.
Speaking of agents, Sky and Harbor actually have some numbers attached to them. Decrypting them reveals some hidden words. Sky's numbers translate to plant, while Harbor's translate to wave. One of the most fun Easter eggs was actually made because of a pro player match. During Valorant Champions 2022, Optic Crashies achieved one of the weirdest aces of his career. All 5 players on Boom Esports took to the zipline on Fracture only for it to go horribly wrong. This resulted in an interactable email in Defender Spawn referring to the accident, as well as the minor drop player card in the Episode 7 Act 1 Battle Pass. And finally, the most strange and obscure Easter egg in Valorant thus far is this helicopter hidden under the practice range. It could be that its use is for Brimstone and his team to undertake missions, but anything is yet to be confirmed in any way by Riot. For now, this will remain the most mysterious Easter egg in Valorant. Comment below how many of the Easter eggs on this list you already knew and what new things you learned from this video. I managed to get the craziest collaboration for my next video that you won't want to miss. I still honestly can't believe it, so you'll want to make sure you stick around for the next video. I'll see you all then.